There are countless combos in Naraka. Some can be learned in 5 minutes, while others take hours of practice to make consistent. All the combos I put together for this video are meant to be totally attainable for the average player, and even if these combos are the only ones you know, you won't be held back in ranked mode. These are the bread and butter combos that I recommend using for each weapon, starting with the longsword. Before we go through all the other weapons, I'll explain the very important mechanic we just saw that will probably take a good few tries if you've never done it before, which is the grapple bump. Grapple combos are basically essential to have in your toolkit, so here are some key things to know to make them easier. What makes these combos possible is the fact that your uppercut animation can be cancelled with a grapple, and in order to have enough time to land a focus attack after the grapple bump, you need to make sure that you're firing your grapple the moment after the uppercut hits. Too early will result in no uppercut at all, and too late will let the opponent dodge away. Your aim matters, so you want to fire your grapple approximately at the far edge of this white circle for a proper grapple bump. Also, you don't need to aim this grapple last second, you can start setting up your aim as early as you want before the uppercut. This isn't always necessary, but you want to be holding left or right as the grapple bump hits. You can start holding it as early as you want in a combo, but I usually do it around when I'm firing the grapple. This is because if you've touched any other movement keys during your combo, you'll roll out of the grapple bump, and holding left or right will override that. Lastly, be sure to not start charging your vertical attack too early. The grapple bump impact is your cue to start charging. One quick run through all in order: uppercut, grapple near the outside of the circle, start holding left or right, grapple bump hits, start charging vertical. Okay, now let's actually take a look back at the longsword combo. The combo notation is laid out in the description if you're unsure of what these abbreviations mean, but I'll also be saying them out loud since that'll probably help at least a few of you. For the bread and butter longsword combo, the combo chain is vertical, hold dodge, vertical, crouch vertical, grapple, focus vertical. For katana, it's horizontal, hold dodge, horizontal, crouch vertical, grapple, focus vertical. For the hang sword, it's actually the exact same thing as katana. For dual blades, it's horizontal, uppercut, grapple, focus vertical, hold dodge, vertical. You can add another horizontal in with the hold dodge just like with katana and hang sword, but in this case it's only soft true, meaning that it can be broken out of with certain non-combo breaker abilities, so just use it carefully. For dual halberds, it's horizontal, uppercut, grapple, focus vertical. Same goes for the extra horizontal at the start. When in doubt, just don't use it. For nunchucks, it's horizontal, hold dodge, horizontal, crouch vertical, aerial horizontal, so just tap horizontal right after the uppercut, then after you hit the ground, vertical, vertical. Spear and staff combos function similarly, and I'll actually be giving two here that can be used with either weapon. The first is horizontal, uppercut, aerial horizontal, then jump horizontal after you hit the ground. You can use this one if you're on uneven terrain, and it works the vast majority of the time. If you're on flat ground though, you should be going for this combo, which is horizontal, uppercut, start holding forwards near the end of your uppercut, wait till you hit the ground, horizontal, vertical, crouch horizontal, horizontal. For the remaining weapons, there aren't many complex uppercut combos since they don't have any basic attacks that confirm into an uppercut, but I'll give you some useful attack chains and tips on how to use the weapons. For dagger and fan, you have a basic 3-hit chain of horizontal, crouch horizontal, vertical, or vertical, crouch horizontal, vertical. Dagger's horizontal focus attack happens to be an uppercut, so if you do land one of those, you want to follow it up with a hold dodge, horizontal, horizontal. Fan has access to an uppercut through its own soul break attack, so if you happen to land that wind rush, you can go straight into an uppercut, grapple, focus vertical, jump vertical. Although you do need to be close enough to your opponent when the wind attack hits for this to work. For greatsword and pole sword, there's no easy access to uppercut, but if you happen to land one randomly, you can hold dodge out of the uppercut, horizontal, vertical. For greatsword, you'll want to dodge to the side, and for pole sword, backwards. Playing with PS or GS usually doesn't revolve around going for combos at all though. You'll mostly just want to be mind gaming your opponent with hold checks, baiting them into parries, and sneaking in random bits of damage. That's all the weapons. Obviously I didn't go over every useful combo in the game, but if you're a relatively new player and just want to make sure you have at least something up your sleeve for every weapon, you came to the right place. I'm gonna run all the combos back to back with no commentary now, for those of you who prefer that, but that's about it from me. I'll see you next time.